Well, then y'all go ahead. I guess we're supposed to been coming up with a name for this podcast. Did anybody come up with any more suggestions? I mean, I think Jeff might be the first time
Name for
hearing.
the podcast. So, matter of fact, why don't we finish the program with coming up with a name for the new podcast? How about that?
Well, this can be put in the front, can be put in the middle, can be put anywhere. I mean, it's going to get edited. So this could be the end of the show.
Oh, well, I was kind of giving us a segue to the end of the show, but okay, okay.
I mean, and the show
But
can be
anyway,
at any time. He can put it where he wants.
well, I get that. But anyway, what name did you have in mind, Kevin?
I had came up with a name that Lonnie thought he didn't like it because it was a football type phrase. And I think I called it, what did I call it? A goalpost?
Something
A
about
goalpost?
something like at the
Yeah.
final goal post or something like that.
Yeah. And I was going with not the football term with just post. How media commentation is a post. You post something. That's where I got that from. I wasn't even thinking football at the time.
Well, I remember the last time we talked about this, and Lonnie said that what he thought about it. I kind of agree with him because the moment someone would see it, the first thing they're gonna think of is sports and football because it's goalposts. That's what it suggests. So for that reason, I would have to agree with him.
Agree with him. What's the other? Well, I mean, what other suggestions you got?
Well, Lonnie, did you have any suggestions? I thought you were writing some down.
I am. I'm looking at them right now. I'm waiting for
Okay,
you.
well, let's talk about them. What are they?
Okay, so I got three. Two of them I like better than the one. And I told Kevin about these last week, I think. So I got one that's called "Let's Get to the Bottom of This." ... It's kind of like
Let's get to the bottom of it.
right, kind of like you're kind of like letting the audience know that we're gonna try to get into a deep conversation and try to get down to the nitty gritty or something.
Yeah. Okay. Let me stop
Well,
you right there.
let me
and
throw
say,
some.
if
Go ahead.
we were to use that name, that topic, then I would suggest that the entire segment would be on that topic only. Yes. Because if we get into the bottom of something, then we got to stay on topic.
Well, but I'm breaking these conversations up. I don't know. Have you been to the website and seen any of these and listened to any of these?
No, I have not.
Well,
But
there's
I,
13.
wait a minute.
There's
I
13.
think I listened to a little bit of maybe the first one. Did you send? I think you sent me the first one or something. I think I listened. Yeah, because something that Kevin was talking about. But I haven't listened to both of them or however many they are. No.
Okay, let me explain something. We might talk for an hour or an hour and a half, but I'm not putting up one episode that's an hour or an hour and a half. I'm chopping them up. I'm going through. I'm listening to it. I'm listening to it all over again, and I go, okay, here's somebody starting off talking about something, and then they finish it up, and now somebody else is starting to talk about something else. I chop it right up, right there, and it might be 5 minutes, it might be 3 minutes, it might be 8 minutes. I chop that out. I give it a name. I put a picture on there, and then I move to the next segment. So it's not like let's get to the bottom of this means that we have to get to the bottom of one. Well, we are going to be getting to the bottom of one subject because that's how I'm going to chop it up. I'm going to chop it up into multiple sections. We started talking about coronavirus tonight. Now we started talking about Donald Trump a little bit. We're going to move over to something else in a few minutes. we're going to talk about maybe 2 or 3 things before the end of the night here tonight, but I'm going to wind up with like 6 segments probably out of this. So when I say let's get to the bottom of this, that is the general title for what we're talking about in that segment, in that 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 minutes. That's what I'm saying. Now that was just one of them. Another one I had. Let's not get to the. Let's not beat that horse till it's dead. I had 2 others. I had another one called Liquid Trash Talk, because I don't know about y'all, but I think for the most part, most of us is going to be like having a little liquid going into us during this conversation.
So wait a minute. Did you say liquid trash talk?
Yeah. Liquid trash talk. I just came up with it because I was like, I know I'm drinking. I got my bottle of Crown Royal here. I got me a couple of Heinekens here, and hey, we're just talking. You know, we're just talking, and we're drinking.
We're just talking.
We're just talking. Kevin, you got a cocktail in your hand?
Yeah. Well, I
See?
ain't in my hand, but yeah.
Well, you got a cocktail within arm's reach.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I know you do, Jeff.
I do.
Case closed.
Case closed.
That was number 2. Number 3 was, this is what I think. That's it. This is what I think. You know, you can put like ... behind it, and then we put like the rest of the you know, whatever that particular, you know, again, I'm chopping these things up. I'm chopping up these 1-2 hour conversations into little pieces and shit. This is what I think. And then we talk about whatever that is. You need to open up a browser, Jeff. So do you, Kevin. And go into YouTube and look up LPK Podcast.
I've done that before already. You know we did that.
How long ago have you done that?
Last week when me and you did it together.
Yeah, well, there's new stuff up there.
Yeah, I know the stuff up there, but I ain't, you know,
You're not interested in it?
Huh?
You're not interested in what's up there today?
Nah, I know it's new stuff up there because I remember what we talked about, but I haven't done it late, you know, today. Yeah, I'm going to check them all out eventually.
All right. Jeff, you got a browser in front of you?
No, I'm bowling.
Wow. Okay. So we don't really have 100% of your participation in this podcast right now, right?
Yeah, yes, you do.
Well, because there's some things. If y'all would go to the goddamn podcast website, I wanted to point out to y'all. But one motherfucker won't go to it. One motherfucker in the fucking middle of a fucking pool game. And then y'all want to talk about the goddamn game, the name, and y'all ain't even interested in going to the goddamn website where the shit is already.
Oh man!
Put your fucking
Take a breather.
Put your fucking Wii controller down, goddamn it. Participate, Kevin. You too.
Yeah,
I've done my
good tonight to be.
All right, fine. You ain't gonna make it.
To be
Well, then let's move on. Let's move on past the name then. Fuck it then. We don't even need to be talking about the name then. If y'all ain't,
we talk about the name. I'm willing to go with what you said.
Hold on. What is it? LPK what?
Podcast. LPK, put a space, and then podcast. What the fuck's so hard about typing that in the fucking YouTube window? God damn.
It ain't. In the YouTube window. Oh, okay. First I gotta get the YouTube.
Let's move on. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something else.
Moving right along.
Yeah.